Alrighty, YouTubers, time for a bike update. Engine is still in pieces. I will show you that real quick. I just ordered the piston the other day, so it should be here soon. That's the engine under covers. And it's kind of all along here. I've got all the bolts and nuts and everything in there. I think it's an old bread pan. A bread pan made out of aluminum. But yeah, it's we're making progress on it. I got to mount this a little bit better because it wiggles. This rubber piece along the bottom here has been pushed out so it doesn't seat in there correctly. Right there. This is supposed to be inside there, and it won't wiggle once that's inside there, but it's not. So therefore it wiggles a little bit. I've got to weld this back on. I can just weld that on easily. That won't be any problem at all. Take the blinker out of the assembly. Weld this first piece on the black piece. Weld that on first. And then you put this over it. Put the blinker on it. And then weld it up again. So you'd weld this up first, and then you weld that up second. I'm going to be getting a speedo cable, because the speedo cable on this is broken. I need a new brake assembly on this side. I've got both mirrors. They're sitting in the shed. I'm going to see if I can clean the bars up. Jeez, got a little bit of surface rust. It was garaged it almost its whole life, but he said it sat in the garage for a very, very, very long time. So, you know, just getting the moisture, seasons changing. You know, most of this is just going to come out with a little bit of steel wool. You rub it enough and it just comes out. You see that centerpiece is getting shinier. You know, that's just me rubbing it. I got a battery for it. I just threw it in here the other day. I'm going to be taking it out again. So I'm going to be stripping the whole frame down. I'm going to take the whole frame apart. Back tire out, front tire off. Stripping it all down because I'm going to be repainting the fenders. I'm going to be repainting the fenders. I'm going to be repainting the frame. It's got some rust here and there. Especially right here where it, like the tire's spinning, you know, and it kicks a bunch of water and rocks and stuff right here. And it's got a lot here too. Nothing bad, just a little bit of work will take that all out. Frame's in really good shape though. It's really simple to tear it down. And I won't be touching the tank other than taking some good polish to it. Some good expensive polish. I've got some mothers inside. I really like using mothers. My dad used other stuff, and I've used it with him, but I've kind of fallen in love with mothers. Mothers to polish, that is. This seat's in really good shape. I just got to take some saddle soap to it or something like that. It needs to be lubricated up again because the leather's kind of dry. I took this thing apart the other day and greased it up because it was getting dry inside there. Everything works. Brake lights work. All that fun stuff works. Flip the headlight on. There's low beam. There's high beam. And then you squeeze the well, I can't squeeze the brake, but you can see that lightens up there. That's pushing the brake, that's not pushing the brake. So that all works great. Come on. Thank you. Just any bit of rust I can see, like on this key setup here. I'll take the key. Yeah, I'm having a brain fart. I'll take that out and grind that all, not grind it, but wire buff it all down, get it all shiny again. This is the tack wire, goes to the top of the engine. So I'm going to be tearing it down. I might be doing that today. I need to get lots of other stuff done, but I'm getting tired of doing other stuff. I want to get this thing done. I really like to drive it, I'll probably leave that chain there. I probably won't change the chain, but there's just a quick, cheap way to kind of restore the chains. Once you get the engine back together, you lift the back of the bike up and let the back tire roll in first gear. And you take a wire buffer like on a grinder, and you touch it against it, going the opposite direction, so the tire's going this way and the chain's going that way. And you want the wire buffer to be spinning the opposite way, so as if it was trying to stop it. So the chain's going this way, so the top of it's going this way. If you have the wire wheel spinning this way, it's pushing it that way. So you get twice the. You get the idea. But you do it on the top of the chain, the sides of the chains, bottom of the chain. You just wire buff it up, and it works just fine. That's a quick way, anyways. So yeah, these fenders will be repainted. I got paint for everything. I know I'll need to buy probably more paint for the frame. I'm not sure. I've got rust tough enamel. Eliminates rust. Ultimate corrosion protection for the paint, because it's not a super shiny paint on the frame, but it's not dull either. It's probably more like a semi-gloss. This isn't a semi-gloss, this is just a gloss black, so it's a little shinier. It just won't hurt. And I've got this rust tough zinc rich primer. So it's got zinc in the paint, which will help with stopping any rust. There's the front fender, which is the first one I'm probably going to be painting. And you can see it's just got a little bit of cracking there. Just need to buff it down. If this was fiberglass, what you would want to do is you would want to not buff it down, but sand it down. But if it was fiberglass, what you do is you sand it down so you start kind of seeing the fiberglass. Then you wouldn't paint it, you would put fiberglass glue on, like the stuff that you actually use to harden the fiberglass when you're working with fiberglass, because you put that on there and it drinks it up and makes it like brand new fiberglass again, so it doesn't fracture and it doesn't get brittle. But this is plastic, so you just buff it down, or sorry, sand it down, and then paint it. There's some just samples of the paint. There's the silver. It's got a little bit of black on it. There's the black for the frame, which I think will look nice. There's some more of that silver. That's just spot on with the original color, because the original color is right there in that hole. It just looks perfect. It's what I'm using for this is Duplicolor Perfect Match. Duplicates original Honda colors. It's a Starlight Silver Met. Paint number HA0974 or NH638M. Two different numbers, so you can pull it up two different ways. Factory will give you one number, but Duplicolor runs off of a different setup, I guess, so they give you a different color. I just looked at all the colors, and that was the closest one to it, and I think that'll work. just peachy keen. And I think that I might have enough paint here. I don't know. If not, it's not like I'd have to go drive so freaking far to get it. It was like I think it's $7 for that, or like $5 for that. I don't care about going a little more expensive on this because I want it to last. It's just not going to be fun having to paint around that bin. But yeah, I'm going to be tearing it all down, and not just doing just the frame. Oh, I left the light on. Don't want to drain the battery. But I'll be probably repainting this. I'll be repainting everything that needs to be painted black, like that, and definitely this down here, where there's a good amount of rust. Yeah, I'll be taking the tree off. I'll be taking I got to take the forks off anyways, because I'm going to be rebuilding the forks. I'm going to be ordering some seals here pretty soon. I don't know if I should use... I heard you can use just ATF, automatic transmission fluid. And if I do, I'm going to be using the best stuff I can find out there, which is either Lucas or Royal Purple. Royal Purple's full synthetic, so I might use Royal Purple for the shocks. It's expensive, but honestly I want it to last. I want it to have the best everything of the best I can get. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to think. So I've got to tear down those forks. I'll be ordering some dust seals and oil seals. Not sure what these are, but I need one. You can see I think that's the dust seal first, and then the oil seal. I can hear a Honda that needs a tune-up. It's over there somewhere. My Honda runs great. My new Honda. Anyways. So yeah, I just got a little lead acid battery, a sealed one. Rocket Fuse, that's the company that makes them. They sell them on eBay. But good batteries. Got a 12-month warranty on them. So if anything happens, he's got them all on record. So if the battery decides to stop working or whatever, then just let him know and he gets you a new one. But that's a 6-volt. This is all a 6-volt system, and that really doesn't bother me. A lot of people are like, oh, you should Harlster, I was talking to him the other day, and he's saying, oh, you should do a 12-volt conversion. I really don't want to. I want to leave it as original as I can get. I do need to replace the blinker. The blinker thing, though, because when you turn the blinkers on, they just kind of stay on. They don't blink. If you put more power into it, maybe once I get the engine running and back in and stuff, maybe it'll blink then. But yeah, I've got to power wash this whole frame before I paint it, because it's got a lot of grease all down here. So yeah, it's just a long update, 13-minute, probably 14 or 15 by the time I'm done. Update about it. I'm going to be all the chrome and everything. I'm going to take steel wool too, really extremely fine steel wool, and see if I can buff those out and get them shiny again, because they should just shine right back up. I'm not sure about the handlebars. I know that gas cap will shine right back up. These handlebars are pretty well rusted. Might have these re-chromed. I got to call around, and I know there's a re-chromer around here. My dad passes it every day. He just never remembers to get the name for me. But I need to call them up and see how much it'd be to re-chrome some handlebars. And if it's like $30, I'll just buy some brand new handlebars, because like brand new handlebars for this very bike are like $35, I think. But if it's $20 or something like that, or $10, and yeah, I'll re-chrome them. Send some other stuff to be re-chromed also. It's got a little bit of rust on the shocks, but It's nothing bad at all. Okay, rub it, and they're pretty much gone. Just some steel wool will take most of that out. Yep, 15 minutes. See you later, YouTube. I'm going to be tearing this down. If you want me to do a painting video for you, while I'm painting it, I can do video or whatever. If you want to see it, let me know. Or else I just won't, If you don't want to see it, or if nobody wants to see it, then I won't make it. But if somebody wants to see it, then I'll make it, See you later, YouTube. Hope you have a good one. Bye.